because they speak the same language like you, then that is the symptom of your mumurity. In case if you haven't if you haven't sort of told yourself that, kind of, right? If you are a Christian or a Muslim or any other religion or faith that you worship, and you use that as your connection with any of these rogues, and say because he's a Christian, she is a Muslim, I believe her, I trust him. Now, that is the second mumu button that they always press. And I've told my own brethren on this platform that these criminals have no nationality. They have no patriotism. Their nationality is to themselves. Their patriotism is to themselves. Okay? The Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Ijo, Fulani, sort of a card that they are playing, those are just their meal ticket to have access to the table. It's not because of they want to represent you. They've never represented you. But some people don't believe that. Sure, you get that you are of the same religion. These criminals have no religion. A lot of you know them as occultic criminals. But yet, you forgot that the devil can read the Quran. The devil can read the Bible too. And you started feeling like you have a connection with them because they are Muslims. You have a connection with them because they are Christians. Tell yourselves, ask yourselves this. Anybody who is not an Omuale, a bastard, would have an opportunity to make the life of their people better, and they will refuse to do it. Person will not be bastard though. But when you look at these looters, all of them from your local government to your state, to Abuja, where they are slaughtering you every day, you will see every one of them from every tribe or every ethnic nationality in Nigeria, every religion. They are members of every religious bodies in Nigeria. So ask yourselves, how come they did not actually feel sympathy for you because they are Muslims? How come they have no compassion for you because they are Christians? Now you, they believe, say them be Christian and Muslim, so you won't defend them. You won't fight for them. Now you, they see them as a Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, and all of that. No. Nigeria is like a graveyard. They are vultures who comes there to scavenge. When they get whatever they want to get from Nigeria, they go elsewhere to take the proceed. Now you just they believe, say you get country. Now you, they part this and that, abi. So they told some of you mumus that a Muslim ticket is going to bring development to Nigeria, because in your warped mind, in your deluded, religious, brainwashed Bangolo Eddie, you believe that Allah will guide them to where? Allah will guide them on how to steal your money and where to put the money, abi. Inside that, your Korofo Pangolo Eddie. You believe that even if they want to mistake, they can go to Mecca to go and pray to Allah in Saudi Arabia, and you can camp in every other house is built for you to begin to shout Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, making mockery of your God, making mockery of your faith, sounding foolish at the same time. And you know, foolish people are also very loud. They go tell you, say you don't know what they talk. Shall you understand? So they deceived them because they are alajas. They are people who are closer to Allah. They have the fear of Allah. These ones look like people who fear anybody. Even if Allah come with blazing eye and all of that, these wearies will find a means around to see if they can bribe Allah. You know that, but you are holding faith because hope is here. Now look at you now. You are a Muslim ticket. You cannot afford to pay your school fees. Your parents cannot afford to feed fine anymore. You cannot afford to pay your children their fees. You can no longer, I mean, look at it. It's not just that you can no longer afford to live life like normal person anymore. You are frustrated, disappointed, scammed. Now you are calling on Allah to touch them. And where do you think Allah is, that Allah that you have in mind, where do you think He's touching them to? Is to further keep them alive to destroy your own life. And you can continue to shout Allah, 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 Allah here. Same thing to you also. Those of you, the prayer warriors. See, I shared something today. And what was that? You know that Otobo, Suleiman Otobo. You remember Suleiman? So I saw this old video. It's not new. So Otobo Suleiman was talking to his congregation. And what was he telling them? He said, a lot of you read it in the Bible that a donkey spoke. You know, Balaam said, Balaam's a donkey. That told Balaam that, stop beating me. You remember that story? Agbengadeboye taught me that. Kete Balamu. You know, he spoke. That's the power of God. Remember that. So you heard that Shena Joshua be Jacob. Which of them they said disappeared? It was here, but it will appear in other places, preaching the word of God and all of that. They use Kanoko and anyway. Suleiman was talking to his church members. I don't want to call them Mumu. Because some of them may be watching me right now. And as Martin, they make some of you angry these days. Smart thing will make you the para. You enter bus. And you say, sir, this seat is for 4 people. Please shift. Now only 2 of us. Other people are coming. Somebody will lose it and they'll be like, are you, And they'll be like, Baba, now just move. We say make you move. You don't need all this tension. So if I see Suleiman people here, so I'm just trying to say they are church members. And Suleiman said, somebody, which was Imo, he was in Germany. And as he was in Germany, God told him to start praying. And he started speaking in tongue. And the Lord told him to enter that restaurant. He entered the restaurant, and God told him to go to the toilet of the restaurant. And he went straight into the toilet of the restaurant, still doing wait on my guy. I better lighten my mood.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
What
shall I say? Thank you, Lord.
To say is thank you, Lord. He said he entered a German restaurant bathroom, and then God told him to come out. By the time he came out from the Paris airport toilet. That's right. He told his congregation, he said, listen, you need to have faith. And some of them felt like, Then here is another one. I found another one. It was Baba Gio Adeboye. And me as Gio to Gio, me I know they do miracle, so I can't compare myself. And I'm not going to compare myself. But I just don't want you to tell me that they are men of God. And me, who I be? When I was a child, I was called the child of God. I'm a child of God. Innocent. So if I now grow up to be a man, what do you think I've grown up? I've grown up to become? Man of God. Do you understand that every man is man of God? Yeah, and I don't like when people say, "My going to be very careful because I know they do miracle." So I mean, you don't fear me. So I saw one. It was Baba Adeboye, and Baba Adeboye said he had a crusade somewhere in Colorado. Here you get, and it's somebody who doesn't really like cold. I don't like cold too. But if I'm going to anywhere cold or in winter, I'm just gonna have to pack up. But Baba get more power. He said I told my daddy, I am going to Colorado in January and I don't want snow. And Daddy answered, when Baba Adeboye got to Colorado, Baba said everyone was wearing shirts and it was meant to be winter. You know January winter? January winter. They said everybody was wearing t-shirts in Colorado. So Baba now said, this is where the real miracle is. So that's not enough. Daddy, the sky daddy, now when Baba Adeboye left and 2 hours after, sky daddy everywhere just started snowing. All the snow that we're holding for those days, they fell the same day. So I can't share the video. I said, I know they this one. Oh, yeah, no, no deal. I didn't say more than that too. Then somebody came and he said, Mayegun, I love you so much, but I want you to stay away from men of God. The things of spirit that you don't. I say, you came late to the party. I have provoked some people who are your senior. Years back, on top this your pastor opinions in Nigeria. I wanted to tell you, I was like, you came late to come and there are some of you who have told me they don't give me days. Some of them don't give me hours. I go see what go happen. I go see what their God can say. How come your God, your own God, now to destroy person where you know like? Your God no they get PTC. Since me call I be man of God or child of God do. You know what I mean? Because where I come from in Ijebu, we know they use Omore, to what do you call, we know they sacrifice Omore to worship Ore. Ore is the deity that protects all of us in that part of Ijebu. Is our own deity. And you cannot use somebody as a child of Ore. You cannot use me as a sacrifice. To sacrifice, I mean, as sacrifice to my own father. You know? How can I be a child of God? And because you don't like what I said about the pastorpreneurs, and you begin to call the sky daddy to warn me. I don't want that kind of love. I don't want Momo to love me. No, they tell me, say, Mayegun, I love you so much, but I want to. She will lori any. Like what our pastorpreneur yiti ya were papo abi. They don't share papo. We can digress, just a little bit of a digression. I'm coming back on track because I just told you, those of you who got deceived through your religion, they played you. Here you get. So you have some other idiots, that will tell you that their sky daddy magician told them that this one, he's anointed him. That one, he anointed him. Let us just pray for them and let us just keep faith. When you pray for criminals who became powerful, deceiving and looting from you, what do you think the prayer means? When you pray for them, you're praying that God should protect them, God should give them knowledge and understanding. Do you think you need God's knowledge and understanding to build standard road and cut corruption? Fear of God too. It's okay. If then they sell them for markets, 3 for 5 naira, it will never work on these criminals. They are born criminals. You have to born, what do you call it, the platform where they have become this stronger. So to those of you who have been deceived by religion, you see, to those who were deceived, or those who deceived themselves, because some of you are voluntary slaves too. Because sometimes we should say it as it is. You get? You say, but you cannot really blame them. You know, these people. I say, I know we cannot just blame everyone, but what about the voluntary slaves? The ones that will tell you that we thought because he's a Yoruba man. I was like, on this program, you were typing. You know, say your mama, your papa go soon become famous on social media from your action. You are typing, they call me names. You are saying that Mayegun will cry, Mayegun will cry. You are telling me that I'm Omo Ali. And Omo Ali. Today, some of you are still here, including, you know, like, some of you are still here. But your mama, your papa, everybody, they streets. And I can say, sorry, ma, sorry, that, sir. This could have been prevented.
People are suffering here. People are People are suffering. This is our lower Muslim market. One key one 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. Government in the color environmental. One in color 2.5 for our lower. Emma Binuma. Ejo. Check Koolu Shella Nibi Baima. Àwọn èèyàn bímọ síbí báyìí. But ó láwọn èèyàn tó wà in charge ẹ̀ mọ̀. Wọ́n ní ọjà owó lọ́wọ́. Àwọn kọ́mítì ọjà ti jókòó. Àwọn bàbá wa ti jókòó, kọ́mítì ọjà ti jókòó, wọ́n ti fẹ́ yanjú gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Àwọn màmá wa ti jókòó, àwọn bàbá wa ti jókòó, wọ́n ti fẹ́ settle ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ wá 2.7 àbí 2.7 million fún ọjà. Wípé kọ́ lọ wá láti wá ṣí ọjà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. So we just need judgment from all the people. Àwọn èèyàn need government. Yeah. Wọ́n need judgment. You understand? This is what they are saying. People are suffering in our lower market. Wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ wá 2.7 million wá fún ọjà tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣí. And which I know that Lagos state government can never do that. Excuse me, people are suffering. This is Ọjà Awolowo, Lagos State, Awolowo Market. So God bless you all. Please love and share. Mama, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ wá 2.7 àbí. Tọ́bẹ̀ bí ṣí ọjà. Oh, my people are suffering here. Try láti love and share. To understand. Àwọn màmá ti jókòó, wọ́n fẹ́ settle ẹ̀. Mama, ẹ má bínú mà, ẹ ká sọ mà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọjà Awólọ́wọ̀? A kọ̀ wá síbi bàbá tá a rí àwọn èèyàn tó dó síta. Ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ débí ni. Oh, okay, à ń bọ̀ mà. Àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ madam. Wọ́n ní kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jà Awólọ́wọ̀ lọ́tí ọjà pa.
And this is getting too much. We need peace of mind. The money is too much.
Èló ló ní kẹ́ lọ mú wá?
2.6.
Okay, ṣé 2.6? Kí ni reason tí wọ́n ṣe sọ fún yín? Lẹ́tà wo lẹ gbà pé wọ́n ti ọjà? Ẹ gba lẹ́tà gbọ̀ngàn. Ẹ gba lẹ́tà. Wọ́n ẹni sùúrù màmá. Wọ́n wá gba èló lọ́wọ́ yín tẹ́lẹ̀. Èló lẹ dá tẹ́lẹ̀?
2,000.
Àwọn kọ́dá 3,000. Okay.
Ó tún máa lẹ́yìn 2,2.6 lóde títí dá 5,000.
Lẹ́yìn tó ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ yẹn tún wá ní kẹ́ wá fún.
Mo tún ti dá 5,000 lẹ́yìn.
Wọ́n tún wá ní kó tún wá.
Mo ti dá
5,000. Ẹ ti dá. Wọ́n tún wá sọ pé 2.6. God. People are suffering in Lagos State. This is Ọjà Awólọ́wọ̀. This is Ọjà Awólọ́wọ̀. Mommy.
You are saying that this person cannot perform. Yet you are saying he in our party nonsense. I've told, if you vote party, the way you will suffer, me I'll be here, I will tell you, I will suffer with you. Nothing will make me suffer with you. I know too much that I can't suffer. But I can tell you, look, you know I'm a man of God. Try to make mistake. Neither will tumble to 5,000. If you don't want another to tumble to 5,000, better tell yourself what to do. It's a word to you when you vote people who have nothing in their head. If you vote party this time, Nigerians, we go fall our hand and watch on. All the things they are suffering, am I suffering with you? I'm too connected by covenant to suffer what people are suffering. But if you vote, it's a word to you when your leader is like a child. That means any leader who will be using dampers is dangerous. It's a word to the whole line. When thy king is what? Child. It's the Bible, I'm not the one who said it. It's a word to the whole land. When thy king is a child. They use dampers for children. So if you have a leader who they use dampers, woe to you. And the priest is eating the. It's the Bible. Am I the one that said it? They said we want to argue with the Bible. You are saying that this person cannot.
Woe to you. Woe to you. You see, they will tell you, don't mock them. No. We are not mocking you. We're just kind of telling you the consequences of your action. They are two different things. You can cry blood if you like. Make you cry blood. I even did look for this weary. Who helped me see this guy?
But we are on the path of Bat Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but we are bound to vote for Bat. Habi Gengosi Habi that. We won't allow autocrats. Aṣíwájú Jagaban meritocrat, debate. It is time to vote non-rat. I can be debate through Democrat. He is needed like a fat. Let's give him free via. We say no to plutocrat. Homo olodo de aristocrat. Debate. We are on the prayer mat for Mr. Bat, and that is that. Bat is needed, not the brat. We call on those baby sat. We give no room for shit chat. Oluremi's husband, the technocrat, debate. Please pat the frat for the bat. Remember him in your solat. Bat is needed, no pocket. There's no space for tit start. Do take over habitat. For Lashadi's father, the Democrat, debate. Unlike Pratt that shot and spat in politics, you are not a sprat. Friend of all and diplomat, we want you father bat. Fragile header, we won't slat. Olushe's daddy is not a twat. Debate. Worldly famous like a sat. Universally, you are never flat. Fearful idol, they can swat. Bola Ahmed is slat. The gold with full carat. Homo Abibatu, Mr. Format. Debate. Visionary leader, we will foot bat. Confident leader, we must for bat. We need capacity, we shy for bat. Master strategist, how we foot bat. Political oracle, how we foot bat. Administrative guru, how we foot bat. Straight to Aso Rock.
The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see.
We're plenty. And let me tell you something. Some of the madness that you are going to witness in so many people, psychosis problem that a lot of people are going to suffer, they are going to be induced by hunger. AB, Luma induced. That was before the election, no? Mr. Debat. Oluremi husband is a guru. Mr. Strategies is a debat. The guy may even be watching my broadcast right now, and he could just sit down there, they soaking Gary jejely. And if your bread don't get buttered, a lot of the people that you told that Mr. Strategist, Tifnumbu, will make their life better, Mr. Ba, it is not happening. No. I know they are telling you to hang on. Omo. They are telling you that they are. I am saying it to you right now that if you get any buffer to what is still coming, make you begin the double, triple, quadruple demo. Because Ijitoja to gboba going. You know that song? Ijitoja to gboba going. So you have an idea in a short while. This man is a taxi driver. And I'm sorry if you don't understand Yoruba, but listen to him. That taxi driver said he was almost hit with a charm on the day of election where he insisted I was going to vote for Koolu. There are people who actually voted. Now he said, you know, that he will never pray for him. That if Tinubu's government in 6 months, they've destroyed his house. And that guy was asking, how did he destroy your house? He was like, what do you mean? If I can no longer feed my family, if my wife and children, if I can no longer care for them, when is my house not going to be scattered? That is the story of every people who are currently facing the heat. And to those of you who still they get people where they try to shock you, or those who are still trying to fund your business, so that you won't be able to really feel it much and all that. See, everywhere go dry soon. Everywhere go dry soon. Everywhere will dry soon. So, Peter Obi, who was somewhere with the former president of Malawi. You remember this woman? She was actually talking about elections in our own country. And she said the president of their country then, during election, used their TPEX, okay, to change election results. And the judiciary saved them. And she ended up being one of the first female presidents in their country, or probably the first. Remember?
I was privileged to be requested by America to lead the observer team of NDI and IRI. I don't know why, but they just felt this African woman will lead this observer team. While I was here, Arise Broadcasting Channel asked to interview me. And one thing I learned for the first time in Nigeria, the question that came from the anchor was, what about vote buying in Malawi? And I said, what is that? Because, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I had never heard about vote buying in my life. Where I come from, the last elections of 2020, the sitting president used the TPEX to change figures. Our award-winning judiciary nullified the elections. Distinguished ladies, I told them about this question, and Malawians were amused. We learn every day. Vote by. Today,
we learn every day. Vote buying. Now, what is vote buying? She's hearing that for the first time in her life. And she's a politician from Malawi. Former President Banda from Malawi. She's the woman that sold off all of the presidential jets. She was vice president, right? And the president died. So she had to be made president, right? Within the first 1 week or a month, she ordered that all the presidential fleets, jets, presidential cars, and all of them that she doesn't really need and all that should be sold off and the money used. Have you forgotten her? Some of you should remember her now. I forgot her full name, but I just remember she says something Banda. Then she went on to contest properly, and she won. I think she tried to contest the second time. She lost. I mean, not the full story anyway. That woman, that was like a vote buying. So, yeah, we buy votes, get price. The price be say, depends on how much you pay. That's how much the result will come. And if you know who knows who what, like this guy, the judiciary will also do your bidding.
We know law. We have gone to appeal court, and the final destination is the Supreme Court, and we will meet there. That is when we will know whom they know, and they will know whom we know.
That's it. They will know. Joyce, God bless you. I wanted to say Janice. I'm like, no, I'm not going to say it, and then I get corrected. Her name is Joyce Banda. Amazing woman. Like, I am not from Malawi, and I believe that the Malawians themselves, they will have similar things to say about her. In Nigeria, the criminals who are in charge of a bankrupted country are buying yachts. And they are spending hundreds of billions of naira on cars, new cars, including new offices and a new court of appeal complex with billions and billions of Nigerian naira. None of this is invested in health, education, you know what I mean, or infrastructure per se. Because even that one is going to be stolen anyway, like job for the boys. It was just like a free, quick cash out. While the country continued to bleed and bleed and bleed. Some are telling you that it will take time. I mean, they were talking to their central bank governor, Cardoso. And Cardoso said, well, the speculators are giving them problems. And that is why they can not really save the naira for now. So initially they thought, okay, once they get enough dollars and pump it, so inflation may come, but at least they can keep the exchange rate artificially stable. But it seems that that one is not working as well. They will take money from anywhere. Nobody knows how much money Tinubu has printed right now. I can tell you this. In another few months, that is going to come to light. That's where Bokwari stopped is where Tinubu continued. And if you think where Bokwari brought you is bad, wait for where Tinubu and Tinubunomics or Tinubunomists, where they are taking you to. And you're likely going to be like that woman. I say, help me, help me, help me. They carry me, they go where I don't know. Remember?
I will not allow you to. Hey, help me, 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 help me. If they carry me, they go where I don't know. Help me, help me.
That's exactly what it's going to be like. So if you see Christ anywhere for now, I I know that everywhere hard, country hard right now to even help people, and you don't want to end up looking like a fool. It's tough now. And a lot of people are just like, you know what? Just leave them with their wahala. Because I mean, they cannot be helped until they are willing to help themselves. And they are not. Most of them are not really willing. Sure you get. So when I saw the video of that guy with, what's the call that in inhaler, the Ventolin, inhaler and others, it just brought back that same thing I have been saying many times, that you can continue to deceive yourselves. If you like, turn yourself to prayer warrior for these criminals. You are only praying for the long life and prosperity for them. At the same time, long life and suffering for yourself. When you pray for these criminals, you are praying for them to stay longer enough to make mess of, of your life. Because you see, if you pay attention very well, apart from food, okay, you see health. I read it somewhere that in northern Nigeria, people are now importing Chinese Maggi. Something that looks like, all those Ajinomoto back then that you can always use to soak your white clothes. Remember? Ajinomoto and things like that. I don't know. We used to use that to soak, because we used that to soak our clothes back then. If I heard that anybody cooked food with Ajinomoto, I'm just like, no, I'm not. No, not me. Even though this was later debunked, that it wasn't that bad, it wasn't blah, I don't know, but I was like, nah. Now I've seen things like that where they say white Maggi from China white or something like that, and NAFDAC made an announcement that it is dangerous. It is dangerous for consumption. Baba, that dangerous. Now in they buy for northern Nigeria right now, because people are so poor to buy seasoning. Well, what are they even cooking with seasoning? They said that thing is dangerous for their kidney or their liver. I don't know. It is dangerous for consumption because of poverty. People are not listening to them. In 5, 10 years or 20 years time, then suddenly you will see massive number of people with so much dialysis problem or something like that. And because there is no healthcare in Nigeria, many of them are going to die. And they will blame it on witchcraft. I saw that. I was like, that's what poverty does. When people can no longer afford basic things anymore. But that is about food. One single sickness, one single one. People who are suffering from diabetics, those who are suffering from some other, life-threatening, ailments and all that. That have to live off different medication every day, or else their life will be in so much and serious, painful danger. You get what I mean? And some of you, I don't think you really want to experience that, but as I'm saying this right now, some of you can relate. It is either it has happened to you or you are currently dealing with that right now. Even some of us who live abroad, there are many of us who have to cough out a lot of money. Yes, a lot of money to care for the health of family members, your parents, or somebody from where you just sort of get involved. And every day they are telling you that thing you paid 8,000 naira for last month, so it is now 25,000 naira. And you can tell from your purses as well, right? You can say. But there are those who are going to become poorer and they are going to die poor. They're not going to leave anything for their families because they would need to sell everything they have, in order to be able to pay for their health care. You should not be selling your properties to get health care. It's not done. You shouldn't. Do you understand that? Like, get to a stage whereby choose between getting your medication or feeding yourself. Do you get that? There are people who are living through that in Nigeria right now. Many of them are in the hospitals. Some of them, they have been kicked out of those hospitals. They are currently sleeping outside the hospitals. Some of them have turned to beggars around the hospitals across Nigeria. Sure, you get that there are no real investments in that place for them. None from these guys. So if you found yourself in that situation whereby you are about to lose everything or you've lost everything, 10 years ago to now, and you can tell what your health has cost you, the harder, the worse the situation gets in Nigeria, the more they take toll on your health or the health of your loved ones. And it is not going away. Here you get. So when I saw that guy complaining about his medication, I knew, number one, when you see videos like that, fine, sometimes it makes us be like we are the ones amplifying the videos. Because it's going to be like, oh, we are mocking them. Here you get. And in the process, you are going to see one thief or one rogue in APC, they will quickly call you and say, I saw your video. It's okay. You should have called me. The same people that he's been calling that didn't pick his call. Now they will call him and say, okay, how much is that your drug again? Say, now 52,000. The other one called 32,000. How much is everything? 84,000. How much? I mean, is that how many of that do you need in a year? I need that every month. So if I okay, for 12 months, say how much is that for 12 months, everything? And the moment they just give him the money, take this money, 700, take this 1 million naira. Go and buy all yourself, the supply, your inhaler, your everything and all that. The same guy that some of you are laughing at. Some of you are saying, yeah, you see your life. The same guy will get a little cash out that will last him for maybe 2-3 months, even though he's going to be back into that. But that same guy will make video and begin to tell you that he's not against Tinubu. Tinubu is the best. That all of you, we no get person, we go pay for your own medication for 1 year. Now that way they go come back on, they tell you, say, you should wait for Tinubu. Tinubu is working on it. Very soon, all of you go. Don't worry. If you are still alive, you are not going to suffer to buy medication. They will bring the price down. It will say that, enjoy that little comfort for a few months. Then he's back into that bracket again. And he will scream again. So people like them, sometimes will make you, feel like, close your mind. But I don't want you to. I want you to understand the gravity of what they have done to Nigeria. Beyond these ones, okay? I want you to see beyond that. Like, okay, remove that guy from that picture. Ask yourself, somebody who is asthmatic right now in Nigeria, how are they breathing? Have you ever asked yourselves? I have never thought of it that much. Sure, you understand? And I was like, oh my way too. Even though a lot of us might just feel cool and say, but have you ever kind of, hang on, I don't want to ask you. I want to tell you. I want you to look beyond that right now and ask yourself like, oh my way too. All the people who have asthma in Nigeria, we haven't asked them how they are breathing. Oh. Do you get that? If I have to spend 52,000 naira in order for me not to buy even the price with the situation of Nigeria, even the price can make me stop breathing. Sure you get. Now I play that video again. I want you to take a look at it and I want you to remove this guy from it, even though some of you won't, okay? Then you will come back to what I ask you. That have you thought about those who actually have this? I know the criminals are not. And those people who are there and they are suffering in silence. Eh? You have asthma. You are supporting APC. Eh? Are you not intentionally planning to kill yourself? I'm just saying, like, have you thought about it at all? Eh? You get asthma. You are in Nigeria. And you are defending Tinubu, voting APC. Baba, normal. Are you trying to kill yourself, ni? Abi 52,000. Stop, ni.
Please, Nigeria government, you people to come to our rescue. For we will get asthmatic patients, we be say we cannot afford this. You people need to call this company back called GSK. Before this teleties for who will get asthma for this Nigeria. This teleties is about 8,000 plus. But because say this company don't pack come up for Nigeria, look at now. I'm at the pharmacy. Pledging missing this 52,500 Abba. Vetoli Yela where would they buy 2,000 before? Because say this company where they produce them for Nigeria don't come out. Now Vetoli now don't enter 8,005 for Nigeria. Please, Nigeria government, you people should come to our rescue. For we will get asthmatic patients, we be say we cannot afford this. I'm of my salary 45,000 naira, and me now no I must be taking this. Federal government, you people have to come to our rescue. Please, on behalf of all the people that they asthma, please, you people have to come for this. Please, I am begging, because without we taking this, we can't beat. We will be dying anyhow. Asthmatic people go they die, but I pray that should not happen in Nigeria. Please and please.
Asthmatic people's lives matter. Asthmatic people's lives matter. Hashtag asthmatic people's lives matter. But as an asthmatic person, will they support APC? Is your life really or truly matter? I mean, just ask yourself, Nimomino, like you ask yourself and say, should life me gonna matter by? That's why I said you should look beyond that guy. Just look beyond him. But take that message off or more. Hey, and I know some of you watching me right now, right there, it is either you are just doing your own, Eh? In America, you will see them using insulin as campaign, because people who need insulin in America, and how much insulin costs in America, you know that, Abi? It is a political campaign material. Life-saving insulin that they said they will buy for $1.50 in Canada is being sold for maybe about $40 in America. But there are people who still have to buy it. There are Medicaid. There are other medical support that you can get. Are you with me? Insurance here and there that can pay for them. And because people are paying so much to stay healthy, they are fighting it in America like life and death, because it is a life and death thing. There are serious medical conditions that Nigerians are suffering from in Nigeria. And in other parts of the world, where those ailments and all of them are being maintained, in Nigeria, it is suicidal. Suicidal. Eh? Imagine me having to spend 60,000 there or 61,000 naira because I want to breathe. Igba olele mi ò ní gbà. Which time the owner of the breath no go take am? So this same breath that me and you are doing with ease, even if it is with the empty stomach, it dey cost people 60,000, and by in another 6 months again, that may be 100,000 naira. Omo, you are working, they are paying you 150,000 naira. You are spending 100,000 of it to be able to breathe. Is that not? And these guys are not interested because the what do you call it? The blowback of the economic ruin of these guys is what you are seeing on everything. It's not just food, though. Not just food. So if you sit down there and you are asking me, okay, what is the solution? The solution number one I've told you is that you need to first admit that there is no country called Nigeria. Number two, there is nobody called Nigerian. We are all existing because those who created Nigeria wanted us to exist as Nigerian. We have our nationality, Abi. And indeed, from the time immemorial, with available facts, we were not meant to be one country. So first thing first, if you want to listen to what is my solution, we must first start from decommissioning your mind. No. Decongesting. No. Reformatting your mind and your brain of all the lies you have been fed, the most that you've defended all your life. We need you to renounce them. Once you renounce that from your mind, the next solution will make sense to you. But if something is still in your brain arguing it, you're not, that's fine. That means you are not ready. This contraption cannot be saved. No. And all of you who are still holding it for them, believing that one day, someday is going to change, you are those who are giving the contraption the lifeline. If you like, send all of these rogues that you have today, even kill them, and bring another set of yourselves and put yourselves in, and you will realize that you've just committed cleansing for nothing, because majority of you are worse than the criminals that are punishing you. And it is because the system allows it. Nigeria's system is not built for Nigerians, because Nigerians didn't put the system in place. A system you didn't put in place, something should tell you, can never be in your own interests, per se. So you didn't put it in place. So you need to let it go. Now, when it is gone, that is when you can begin to be the architect of your lives. And you can begin to prepare yourselves to feature in the future that, you know what I mean, you really want to live. Break it up to save lives. Everything else is just waste of time and waste of talk. And the rest of you still holding us back, holding and praying for these rogues, looking forward to elections and see if you can probably change them. Well, you are those still holding us back. But when you get to that state of mind, we will all know. Of course we would know. And then we will do what is right. We'll break this contraption up. And we'll save the lives of the rest of those who are left then. And that is why we are doing our best to ensure that majority of you are still living that lie. Listen to me. We want to do our best to ensure that the generation, because some of you are still procreating, and are still born. Here you get. voluntary slaves, willing slaves, what do you call it, submissive slave, humbled slaves, sophisticated moron, and the rest of all those. Yes, I mean, you are those who are holding us back, but it's just a matter of time. Okay. However, there is what do you call it? There is a part I actually wanted to add to this, but I would love to have Colin tonight, okay? And I can possibly share them when I start taking calls, just to balance them up like that. But first, let me go make myself another cup of tea. And don't go anywhere. You can still like the video and don't go anywhere. The numbers to call is right here on your screen, okay? And you can be speaking to me in the next few minutes. I'll be back.
Jay, help us, oh, help us. There is God, oh. There is God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh. God should descend, oh, today God will descend here. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. This thing will end today. My sisters, if your child